Well, drywall showed up. I had cut a hole for them up right there in the subsiding so that they can stock it upstairs right there. So the stockers are here and they got a ramp set up here to come inside. So everything is ready to go. So yeah, they're right outside there getting ready, but they're gonna stock down here, but also upstairs. So yeah, the window's kind of tight for here. So I decided, since the siding's not on yet, I'm just gonna cut a hole right there. I made sure to keep wiring out of the way in that bay. And you can see, so I cut them a nice 6 foot tall opening there. It's 2 feet wide. So that gives them lots of room so they can come right in there and stock the upstairs. So that makes it a lot nicer for them. They do have a boom truck, but there's only 48 sheets coming up here, so they said it's not worth it to bring the boom truck. They're just gonna do it by hand. So it's a local company that stocks it supposedly, but they're just having Lowe's deliver this. I don't know if Lowe's delivers a lot for them, but for these smaller jobs where they don't really need a boom truck much, they're just getting it all through Lowe's. So they're getting all set up outside there. But yeah, pretty cool to be at this stage. So we ended up getting a price from 3 different guys to do drywall, because I was like, man, it would really speed the process up if I don't have to do it myself. That's funny. My son, they're writing lots of jokes on there. They wrote some verses in here and also did some jokes at different places. So it's pretty cool. What do you call it? Cow on a trampoline. A milkshake. Anyway, so they're all ready for drywall in here. Anyway, what I was saying is I ended up getting a price from 3 different ones. And the first one was way high. The second one was kind of better, but not much better. And then the third one was a lot more reasonable. And he had references in the area, so I feel like it's about as reasonable as I can get for around here. So I'm gonna go with that, and they're gonna do it all. They're stocking it, they're hanging it, they're mudding it. We're just gonna do a level 4 smooth finish in here. That's pretty much standard around this part, so that's what we're gonna go with. All right, well, the drywall hanger showed up today. So they're getting the ceiling put in everywhere first. So they move along pretty fast. 8-foot ceilings is nice. They said that they don't see houses built like this anymore, where it just they can just go. And I think one thing that helped is the lights. I'm gonna do the kind that you cut in later. I just roughed in the wire and labeled it all, so they can just fly up through here. Nothing in the way really. But yeah, so pretty cool. That's where the mini split goes. But yeah, they just went on lunch break, so they're in the thick of it all here. So in the bathroom here, got the lid on. Our bedroom here, got 1 sheet on the wall, but otherwise just a lid. But yeah, it's pretty nice for them. Just got the fan box, and then smoke detector. That's about it for lights. So looking pretty good here. Just thought I'd do a little walkthrough mid hanging. Going upstairs next. Okay, so upstairs here, got this bedroom all done, pretty much. So that's the closet there. Man, it really changes when this is done. So in the closet here, they didn't cut out the access for the tunnel yet, but that's the only thing in there. So yeah, it looks like they're working in the bathroom here. Got a little funny corner here going on, but they're getting that on. Zipped around in there. Looks like they removed a little of the soundproofing to get sheets through there, which makes sense. It's a little easier that way. So then I guess this is where all the scraps are, and they didn't do anything in here yet on the lid. But they got one set of 2 guys downstairs, 2 guys upstairs. This is a lot more cut up, a lot more stuff to go around. But pretty cool. Really changes things. All right, well, the drywallers were here and they just knocked it out in one day. So, show you around here. So man, yeah, they said that everything was very straight and square for them. For being an old house, I mean, I couldn't take all the out of squareness out, but the only thing they had to deal with really was on the end walls. But on the end walls, there's enough coverage usually, you know, if you hang the ceiling first and then do the walls, that it'll just cover it right up. Yeah, the drywallers, man, they came in and just knocked this out in a day. It's crazy. They said that this was a very easy house to hang. So that was a compliment. They said that they don't see very many clean and neat job sites anymore. They just keep getting worse and worse. And all the stuff they have to fix before they can even hang drywall, they have to be framers and everything else. They can't just come in and hang. So all these guys do is they hang. They have a different crew that comes in and muds. But anyway, so I told them that the outside walls are going to be a little out of square. I couldn't take it completely out because this house, if you remember, it was 4 inches out of square. So, you know, the whole building was. So I was able to take a lot of it out, but not quite all of it. But really the only place that they couldn't do it was on the ends here. And so you can see right there, it ran a little out of square, but nothing the mud won't cover right there. So that's really the only place that it showed up. Otherwise, man, they just were able to just come in and slam bam it up here, and they were really excited about that. One, they were excited about 8-foot ceilings because they don't get to do 8 foot a lot, and that's just what this house was, so we didn't want to go any taller with it. And I kind of like 8-foot ceilings for a change. It's kind of nice to be able to just reach stuff when you need it. But anyway, all that to say is they just really came in and knocked it out, and they were really happy with this house showing up to a clean job site. They were saying that, yeah, they've been having a lot of problems with their electrician on other jobs, and just with the flow of everything, they're having to be framers and everything else. They can't just show up and hang. They have to put backing in and fix a bunch of stuff. And so they were just really happy. So I'm happy. They came in and got it knocked out. Check it out. Drywall mudders showed up today. And so didn't take them too long either. They were here about a half day. And so they got all the tape on the joints. You can see here. And then they got the outside corners on, the inside corners. They got everything taped over, screws hit, except for a row right there that they missed, but they'll be back tomorrow. So they got all the tape bedded and everything, and then, yeah, it's pretty cool how fast they can be. But they did a good job. There's 3 guys, 1 young guy on stilts, and yeah, so it's looking good in here. And I think I had mentioned it before, but we're just doing a level 4 smooth here in the east. That's a very common thing. So no skip trowel like they have where we're from. We really like that light skip trowel, but they didn't have that. So this is our bedroom here. We're kind of experimenting with some colors, looking at the Benjamin Moore Scuffex paint, and unfortunately there's closest store is an hour and a half away. So that's kind of a problem, but we're going to try to get it all at once. We've had really good luck with the Scuffex, a lot better than Sherwin-Williams in our experience. So if you have kids, you need durable walls for some reason, kids or pets, check out the Benjamin Moore Scuffex. And this here, this is the lighting, but this is a flooring sample that we're doing. Right here, we really like this. It's a wide plank LVP that we're looking at. And this is the color of the cabinets. Yeah, so this is just a little bit of an update. I'll probably do a little walkthrough tomorrow to show kind of the progress there. But yeah, they went through, like I said, and hit everything once over, kind of. This is just round 1. So it's pretty cool. They have that bazooka gun that does that. I've seen it before, but it's pretty fun to watch. This is the laundry room, mud room. There's some other colors we're experimenting with. Not the point of this video, which I don't really know what the point is, except just to kind of give you an update and show you here. Now on the stairs, I did something that I would do different if I did it again, and I didn't think of it in time. But I would have built the stairs like I did in my garage last year, where I would have gapped, you know, a 5/8 or so they could slip their drywall behind it. because I'm not doing any kind of skirt board on here. I'm doing just that LVP and stair nose for that same material. So I'm going to use that in the flooring for the stairs here. So it's only 5/16 inch thick, and so there's some spots where the drywall hangers left some pretty big gaps under here. So I'm hoping to just put the flooring in and then caulk around it if need be. So I'm going to try to get them to close the gaps up a little more. But what I should have done, instead of building the stairs exactly, I should have built it a 5/8 inch less on either side to give them a little wiggle room, and they would have been able to slip behind it. So I know, lesson learned, but I did too late. I thought of it after I built the stairs. So anyway, yeah, bedroom here, small bedroom. Oh, more color samples for our daughter. She likes purple. Bathroom in here. And it's got all these angles here because of the attic style truss, but it's looking really good. Man, that really changes things when you start throwing some mud on. Just get all the gaps closed up, you know. So, and they left one peanut butter cream. My wife makes these really good chocolate, dark chocolate covered peanut butter creams. Actually, my recipe for the peanut butter part, but then she perfected it with the chocolate covered thing. Oh, one thing I was going to mention is upstairs I have a heater going up there, just to, since it's now sectioned off, because it used to do great, just one heater in here. Kept it 60 fine in here, but they said anywhere from 55 to 60 it should dry good. But I got this set right now at 61, I think, so it hasn't been running a whole lot. This one here is the main one we've kept the whole house heated with this winter. Ever since I insulated it, it's been keeping it nice in here at 60. The other thing that we did here is, I used that for a stand, my pack out vacuum, but we got a little dehumidifier just to help with the moisture in here. Probably should have got a bigger one, but I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on it. This was mainly going to be used for moisture control when we're doing drywall mudding and painting. You wouldn't believe how much that makes a difference, just getting rid of some moisture. And so I got a bucket so it can run continuously, and then also a fan in here just to move some air. The guy that's in charge there said if you can have a little fan air movement, it makes a huge difference. And yeah, it's looking so dry in here compared to what it did. Like, it's really, I think, really making a difference. So I might move that fan upstairs eventually. Maybe the dehumidifier as well. We'll see how things dry in here. Because you want electric heat. You want a nice dry heat when you're doing drywall. You don't want any kind of gas heat or something that puts out even more moisture. So electric heat is the way to go, because you get nice dry heat for doing the drywall. All right, so here's a really quick look at the drywall before we start priming. Overall, pretty happy with how it turned out. I had to go through and kind of fine check a few places, but this is all done here. This is the living room. We're getting our painting stuff set up here. Painting tote and just getting different stuff, getting ready to prime. I used the microfiber mop and wipe down the walls to get rid of the worst of the dust. And then probably gonna prime and then do a little light scuff sand on it. Really light. And then, but yeah, so just to show you how this turned out, they did some really wide butt joints there, so that helps. Notice, but yeah, I went through last night and pulled all the paper out that was in here and vacuumed everything I could, so that really helped. Vacuumed out all the boxes. It's important to get all the dust out of the boxes and on the windows, everywhere where you could come in contact with your roller. I'm just gonna roll this because I don't have a paint sprayer, a good one, and I kind of enjoy rolling, especially when it's 8-foot ceilings. Bathroom in here. Just thought I'd show you the final step. I was gonna get some footage in between the stages, but that didn't happen, I guess. But really helped to have, I think I talked about it before, but we had the heater in here going, the electric heater and fan to keep the air moving. But also now we got a bigger dehumidifier, which is gonna really help for the painting process as well. But that really helps to pull the moisture out of the air when you're doing any drywall mudding or painting. So this is just one that we got. I can link it below if I find it for you guys, but this one puts a lot of air and a lot of water out compared to that little one we had. And it's got a pretty easy removable, it's hard to show it one-handed right now, but removable jug. It holds a little over a gallon, but that really makes a difference in here. So It's the day of the big snowstorm coming our way, supposedly. So we'll see how that goes. But this is all done so we can do some priming and painting. So go upstairs here quick. It's a little dark up here yet, but this is the bedroom. This is random, but we had a stress crack on one of the windows here during this really cold. That's why it's foggy. But under warranty, so they're gonna get us a new sash for that. Yeah, so closets. Kids are playing in the tunnel. I got another heater up here and another fan just to keep air moving in here. But bathroom, all ready to go. And this bedroom up here. So yeah, excited to get priming and get some paint on these walls here hopefully soon. Thanks for watching, guys.